looks like we are live, and I'm Stacy Hall, known as the Go for Yes Gal here at Digital Mentors. And today we're talking about what I get asked about the absolute most. Okay, well, second most. First, I get asked, what do I post? And the second most asked question I get is, now how do I respond? What do I say? And I'm going to cover both of those today. So I just came off of the Wake Up Call podcast, and I was sharing that how we respond is very easy if we know one tip. So I'm going to give you this one tip. Always ask questions. Your response is going to be most often a question. So you know how people said, never answer a question with a question? Not true. Not true in social media marketing. The more questions we can ask, the more power we have, the more confidence we gain, because the more knowledge we get. It's like doing research. So if some of you are here and I want to say hello and I want to know, drop an X if you were listening to the podcast this morning. Hey, Darlene. Hey, LA. Rick. Nathan's in the house. Great. So if you were listening to the Wake Up Call podcast, would you drop an X so I know who's catching up with me here this morning? And hey, Terry. Terry was listening. Thank you. Rick caught part of it. Cool. All right. Let's see who's here. Mickey also. Oh my goodness, the comments are coming in so fast. Keeps jumping. Good. Wonderful. Well, then most of you know why I'm saying to ask a question. So if you want to tell me in the comments, what did you take away as to why we're going to be asking questions? What do you remember? While you're writing it in the comments, I'm going to share here why. Too often, when somebody is responding to us, let's say in an engagement post that we have done with a question, we're not sure how much or how little information to give back. That's because we don't know enough. We don't know enough about the person. We don't know enough about why they're interested. So asking questions gives us that information. And I'm going to give a few examples like I did on the wake-up call, and then we're going to go deeper, because what I had asked is, if you're coming over here, let me know if you need help crafting a question, because I'd be happy to help you do that. Okay, so let's begin. I gave the example of a mompreneur. And let's say it's the beginning of summer, and she decides to write a post that says, hey, happy first day of summer. What's your favorite summertime activities with your child, with your kids? Okay, there's an engagement post. And she's going to get people responding back, and she can start having conversations with them. And it might be a little more difficult to transition that from chit-chat to a sale. But that question will generate responses because it's designed to. It's asking for engagement. It's not making a statement, hey, it's the first day of summer, yay. No, it's the first day of summer, yay. What activities do you like to do with your kids during the summer? Here's a question. And she's a mompreneur. If she wants to talk to other mompreneurs, she could ask this question. Hey, first day of summer, how do you balance summertime activities and still do your business? See, now we're starting to get the business conversation in there. And people are going to respond, and then she can send private messages, or he can send, if it's dadpreneur, can send messages and talk about business and summer activities and family and fun, and there'll be chit-chat, and maybe eventually you can move it into more business. Or this person could do this in their post. It's the first day of summer. How do you balance summertime activities with kids and still keep your business going? I'm always looking for ideas. I started a cheat sheet for myself. If you'd like to see what ideas I've come up with, let me know. Okay? Now we're offering a lead magnet, a way to capture somebody's information, put them on our mailing list, and be very specific about balancing business with fun. Well, not that business isn't fun, it is for me, but you know what I mean. Now, let's say somebody responds to that post and says, I'd love to see your list. Okay, if it was me, I would respond, I would reply to that comment, and I would say, wonderful, I'm sending you a private message about it. That's all I would say in the comments. I'm sending you a private message about it. When I get to the private message, I'm going to say to the person, thank you for letting me know you'd like to see what's on my list of how to balance summertime activities with still doing business. And then I'm going to say, may I ask you, why is this of interest to you? I'm not going to send the link to the lead magnet. I'm not going to offer any more tips. I'm asking, would you tell me why this is of interest to you? And I'm doing that for a few reasons. One, I want to see if they read the private messages, if we're actually going to be able to have a conversation. Two, I want to see how well they communicate back. Listen, if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, I want there to be, give and take. So I want to see, am I going to get a one-word answer? Am I going to get, a chat? And then I want to see if there's somebody who could have the potential to be a prospect for me. Because right now they're a lead, but they're not really a prospect for what it is that I have to offer. When they come back to me and they give me their answer, the reward is, wonderful, here's where to download my cheat sheet. See, that's the reward back for communicating with me. Because what I have, even if it's free, it's valuable, and I have the goods, and if they want the goods for free, they have to give me something in exchange. So their response back is what's valuable to me enough to give them my lead magnet. Drop an X if this is making sense before I go on, because there's more to this, and let's see what you're talking about here. Okay, dropping X's. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Leslie, good to see you. Jennifer Ray, hi, is in the house. Baxter, you got my hugs, bud. Kim, because it develops a relationship further, gets convo going. That's right, Kim, absolutely. Terry, we want to see if they're really interested. That's exactly right. Yes. Raj, okay, hey. Or Raj. I never know if it's Raj or Raj. If you can do it phonetically, I would love to know. Okay, good point on asking questions about the why you're interested, seeing how they respond, or if they do. Yes. Okay, yes, it's making sense. See, all you have to do is ask them, why is this of interest to you? Okay, so in the post, if you would like this, let me know. Would you like this? Let me know. Then they say yes, they want it. That's their first hurdle to get over. They have to jump the hurdles, not us. We send them the message. Why is this of interest to you? Now we're watching to see if they measure up. Literally, do they measure up to what we require in a prospect, in our ideal audience? The tables are turned. Let me know if you are happy to hear this, that we have turned the tables. We're in charge of whether the goods come off the shelf and over to them for free. Let me know if that feels good to you here or not. Does it feel good to you? Notice I'm asking questions. Okay? Not assuming it does. Okay? Yep. Reward back for engagement. So simple. Yay. Okay, good. So now, let's say they do respond. They're responding. Marvelous. We got a conversation going to Messenger. I'm going to say, so here's my cheat sheet. Here's my lead magnet. Here's my ebook. Thanks for letting me know. Based on what you just told me, I actually have some more tips to share that are not in my cheat sheet, my ebook, my whatever. I have more tips I can share with you about that that's not in what I just sent you. Would it be helpful for us to jump on a 15-minute chat call face-to-face, and I'll just share those with you. And notice how conversational I'm being. We could just jump on a 15-minute quick chat face-to-face, and I'd be happy to share those with you, no charge as well. Would that be helpful? I'm asking a question again. I'm making an offer, asking a question, waiting for the response now. And I'm making it conversational and very light and very easy. Like, oh, okay. If that's why you're interested, I got a few other tips that didn't go in that. Happy to jump on a quick call with you and to share them with you. Would that be helpful? Okay? If they say, no, I don't have time, do not take the information and put it in the chat. They say, can you just drop it here? I'm like, no. I prefer to share it privately and personally with you. Remember, it's valuable. It's the goods on the shelf. You just offered to take some more down from the shelf, but they got to respond, yes, in order for it to come off the shelf. Anybody feeling good about this? That you're in charge? They don't want to take 15 minutes to get the good stuff if they're really interested? Why should you drop it in writing? Maybe, people don't talk about this a lot. We used to talk about it in corporate marketing departments all the time. Sometimes people pretend like they're interested just to be able to see what you're putting out there so they can copy it. Now with AI, people don't have to do that as much, but they're still going to do it. That's another reason for not just giving people your best stuff. Okay? They got to ante up. They don't get to have what you're writing and then be able to copy it and use it with other people. No. Okay? All right. Okay, conversations. Yeah, feeling good? Not feeling good? You want me to help you craft some questions? Please drop those. Let me know how you're feeling, folks. What's happening here? Because I got more to share. I want to make sure we're all together on the same page before I go on. Okay, here we go. Looks like Facebook was just slow there for a bit. Hey, Brian. Okay, cool. Dee Dee says, wondering that too. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Yes, Dee Dee saying, yes, we are in control. Yes, it feels good. Yes, I like that, being in control of the conversation. Jennifer Ray says it's great stuff. Raj says this information is golden. I don't think we understood how to leverage free information. And this is how we do it, because we don't think of it as throwaway. It's stuff that came from here and probably came from here. And it's all bundled up to make it easy for people. But they have to prove they're deserving. They're worthy for us to take it off the shelf. So imagine you're in a store, right? The good stuff is always behind the counter. That's what we've got. All our good stuff, free or not, behind the counter. They have to prove to us it's worth reaching up and bringing it over to them. Okay? So the questions about why they're interested. And then, would you like to get on a call? 1-2 step. The difficulty when people are asking me, Stacey, I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. What do I respond now? That means you're doing too much in Messenger. Way too much. It's like you're writing a personal book for these people. Like, think about that. If all you're doing is communicating in Messenger and you keep sending tips over and tips over and tips over and blah, 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 it's like you've just written a book just for them, or an ebook just for them, or a cheat sheet just for them. Why? Did they pay you for that? No. Did you think that's how conversations go? I used to. Listen, I know this. I know this like the back of my hand. It's what I did for years. Felt like I had to prove that I know what I'm talking about so they would get my free stuff, or that they would get on a free call with me. I have to prove myself. No. You just said you're interested in what I have to talk about. Well, get on a call with me and I'll give you some more of it. You don't have time. You must not be that interested. No worries. Moving on. Talking to more people. Okay? Anybody getting brain booms on this? Am I shaking you up a little bit? Something's starting to shift, that maybe you've been doing too much in Messenger, trying to prove that you know your stuff when you know your stuff. Anyone else? Jennifer's saying yes. Yes. Jennifer Ray just keeps saying yes. Okay. Terry. Baxter, yup. Uh-huh. Anyone else? More questions at the start and then the offer. Do you want to talk more about this? Let's jump on a quick face-to-face call now, or we can schedule it for tomorrow or later in the week. This is how we respond. That's it. So those of you who have been trying to prepare scripts ahead of time, like, what do I say if they ask me this? I don't know. Did you ask them to get on a call with you to talk about it? Because you see, face-to-face, you're not going to have memorized a script. I hope you haven't memorized a script. We're not door-to-door salespeople. It's not like we have to rush to get the message out there before they slam the door in our face. Okay? We started the conversation in the first place. They said they wanted to engage in the conversation. We're finding out why they want to engage in the conversation. Then we're asking, do you want to keep having the conversation? Boom, 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 boom. You get on the call, and you say, no. So I understand you wanted more of my tips because they told you why, and you say why. Exactly what they said to us. So let's say that mompreneur is now talking to another mompreneur who got her cheat sheet of ideas of how to keep business going while still having fun in the summer with your kids. Okay? And the mom said to her, when she said, why is this of interest? Like, I run out of ideas. You're like, oh, well, I've got even more ideas than just in this cheat sheet. Let's jump on the call. So I get on the call. Let's say I'm the mompreneur talking to the prospect mompreneur. And I say, so I hear that you keep running out of ideas for your kids. So what are the kinds of things they like to do generally? I'm going to find out. What do the kids like to do? And then I'm going to talk about business because that's why I'm really here, because I'm probably going to lead them to digital mentors. And I'll say, so how are you running your business while you're doing those activities with your kids? What are you doing about your business when you're doing those activities with kids? And you know what they're probably going to say to me is, well, my business suffers because the kids come first, of course. And I say, of course they have to. But if there was a way that your business could keep running while you're out having fun with the kids, would you want to know how to do that? Because that's what I do. Now, she's probably going to say, yeah. You should say, because there's lots of things you do with the kids if the business is being handled. Like, there's ways of doing things ahead of time to reduce the amount of time it takes to do business. And I can show you how to do that. Want to talk about that? Here's my question. I can show you how to do that. Want to talk about that? She's going to say yes, most likely. And now we're talking about that. She's got the cheat sheet. She's got the ideas. Was this helpful? Did I lose anybody along the way? Were you following along with me? Did you see how I moved that into the conversation about business? And I'm going to do a few others here. And I just want to know, was that helpful? Let me know. Baxter says, great info. Okay. Weight loss coffee questions. Okay, definitely enjoyed this. Okay, so let's start with Dee Dee and then Darlene. And we'll probably just have just enough time for those two. So I would do a post, Dee Dee, and I would say, hey, what's your favorite thing to put in coffee? That would be my post. I have a picture of me drinking coffee, no product, and I would ask the question, what's your favorite ingredients to put in your coffee? Mine below. Okay? That would be a basic post to get engagement going. Or I would put together a cheat sheet or an ebook of fun things to make your coffee even more fun. A list of things to make your coffee even more fun and enjoyable to drink. And I would include the ingredient that you're talking about, the weight loss ingredient, as one of in those recipes. So now my post would be me drinking a cup of coffee. Let's do this. Here's my picture. And I'd say, I would love to know if you drink coffee and what ingredients you love to put in yours. Mine below. And oh, by the way, I'm to put together a cheat sheet of my favorite ingredients to add to coffee to make it more fun. Want it? Let me know. There's your question, Dee Dee. Okay, Darlene. And let me know, Dee Dee, if that works for you. Craft a question for parents of children on the spectrum. I have a cheat sheet on how to have a calm day. All right. So, picture of you. If you care to have your kids around, great. But it can be a picture of you looking serene and calm and chill. And you could say, there was a time that I couldn't even imagine being this calm because I'm a parent of a child on the spectrum. I've put together some tips that seem to work to keep both my child and myself chilled out. Let me know if you want it. And by the way, I'd love to know what tips you use with your kids or what techniques you use with your children to keep them calm too. There you go. What techniques do you use to keep your kids calm too? Thanks, Baxter. All right, waiting to hear. Okay, Dee Dee, nice. Okay, good. That's going to work. Glad to thank you, Jennifer. Questions are important. Yes, they are, Shaman, David. All right. Well, we are at time, and I hope that this has been of help to you. You're welcome to continue to ask me questions. Tag me here so that I make sure that I see them. I get a lot of notifications all throughout the day because I'm always asking questions, and people are always responding to me. So make sure to tag my name, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can. And I'm Stacy Hall, and I'm wishing you an abundance of sales, satisfaction, and success today, every week, every month, every year, for all the years to come. And next time you ask the question, what do I say? Just respond back to yourself. Oh, that's right. I'm going to ask a question. Take care, everyone.